Okay, never mind. I forget for a very short time, and then you start transforming into shit. And background is Far Traveler.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I'll remember. All right, Rylu, can I get the same info? Oh, he's not even here yet. Never mind. Baku.
What do you want to start with? AC is 38. Armor class is 22. Passive perception is 15. Turtle, obviously. Far Traveler.
Class.
Fighter, Cavalier.
Alrighty. Thank you, Jack, for typing that up while I put that in. So we have Jack, the albino dwarf, AC 15, HP 59, passive perception 14, a cleric level 8. Background is a noble.
Oh, wait, is that level 8? Is that a surrogate?
Yep.
Should I bring in my bard then?
You bring whatever you want that's tier 2. I mean, they all die the same. Rylu. Or actually, are you going to play Virgil? Or are you going to bring in the bard?
What level is everyone else besides level 8?
I think level 5. Or what's Baku at?
What level is Baku?
5. I'm about to hit 6.
Do I want to risk throwing in my highest level character in here?
Is he death cursed already?
Yeah, he's already death cursed.
I was gonna say, don't do it.
Death...
Like I said, we got a level 1 in here now too. So
hell yeah.
What's up, Zach?
The problem is like
now I don't know what Jordan's told you about me, but I am actually a ninja cowboy.
Ninja Cowboy. Okay, could I actually get your character's name, level, armor class, and health?
Ninja Cowboy. I can't play seriously. I gotta take this shit off.
Ninja Cowboy. All right, nice.
No.
Yeah, I think he's playing a barbarian.
You gotta make a first impression of insanity.
So, Virgil, or Brad, are you going to play Virgil or the bard?
I'll play Virgil. I don't want to risk having my bard get destroyed.
Okay, so can you give me the level, armor class, HP, and passive for Virgil?
Yes. So, Druid level 5, armor class 19, passive perception 17. And what was the last thing?
What was that armor class? You said 19?
Yeah, it has a turtle.
Because of what? Sorry, you were cutting out there.
He's a turtle.
There we go. Turtle. All right, so level?
5.
All right, level 5. Health again?
38.
And background?
Hermit.
Okay, Hermit. And we've got Baku, we've got Giral, we've got Virgil, we've got Jack. Still waiting on Rylu. And our new adventure, Ninja Cowboy. Can I get all your info?
You're still muted.
There we go. Try to figure out how to do it. All right. What you need first?
I need your character's name, level, armor class, and health.
Zrock, barbarian, human variant, armor class 13, hit point maximum 15.
Okay. Your passive perception.
12.
12. And what was that name again? Sorry, it was cutting out.
Zrock, like Z, and then rock, as in something you throw at someone.
All right, Z-Rock.
Zrock. It was more of an orc slang.
Okay, nice little
The
human
backstory
variant
of
orc
Slave
slayer.
to Orcs, they called us all rocks with a different slang to it, so my name came to be Zrock.
Okay. Well, right now, Zarok, you're going to walk up in the city of Omu, a very forbidden, very dangerous place, and you happen to see, well, right now, 4 adventurers standing on a lava pit on this pedestal that seems to jet up about 200 feet above a bubbling pit of lava. Looks a little bit like this. Let me see if I can get this properly. Because y'all, it'll hold the freight. Are down here.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on a shrine to one of the 9 trickster gods. Right now, there is a crumbling web bridge that is being burned apart by the lava below. So, you have been introduced to the party. Let's go ahead and begin, guys, and let's try and power run.
So I don't know how much. I think I was at full hit points by the time we got out of there, but I don't know about the rest of you guys.
And
I'm
everyone is
full.
muted.
At this point, Baku is going to hand everyone 5 healing potions to hold on to in case if you need them. I know
I'll
Albert
take
loves me for this.
Apparently
brings
there's
me
a
to 7.
thunderstorm here tonight.
All right, sorry, my camera seemed to be cutting out. See if that helps the feed. So, after Baku hands out 5 potions to everyone, what would y'all like to do?
Well, that web bridge ain't gonna help us any. It's worth a shot. I could use my. I think this is the old. No, I have a couple first level, but I've only got 1/3 level spell left. I could use it to summon a couple more eagles. Get us off this pedestal.
Before we do that, perhaps we should apply some of this wonderful bug repellent. As Baku's gonna lather himself in it.
And as
Agreed.
Baku starts lathering himself, you notice that there aren't too many mosquitoes around this lava pit area. So while you're putting it on, it seems like you're pretty safe from mosquitoes as it stands.
You can
You
never
hear
be
tales
too
of
cautious.
Sure.
Which side of the lava pit is the new guy standing on?
He's standing on
Like-
the non-precarious side of the lava pit.
I do have some rope and I do have a water skin. Could I potentially salvage the bridge and repair it with some rope and cool it off with water skin?
It looks like the water would evaporate off pretty quickly. The lava is quite hot, even with being 200 feet away and plummeting down. You could try and use your rope and toss it across the other side and tie it with it, but it still would burn over a relatively short amount of time.
Hmm.
No, it's getting back isn't a problem. It's just knowing which direction we need to go in. North, south, east, or west.
Your bridge right now goes off to the northwest.
Oh, perfect. We head north then.
But which side
pretty
is the
badly
new guy
damaged.
on?
He is on the other side of the bridge. Right now, y'all are standing basically on a
Okay,
column of
okay.
rock in the middle of a lava pit. He is not in the column of rock with y'all.
Yes. I just didn't know if he was like where we
No, he is not with
had
y'all right
been,
now.
or
You
if
can
he
see
was
one another.
way on
He's
the
like-
other side where that.
You see a
I didn't
human
know if he was
barbarian
closer
come
to the
walking
entrance
up
or
out
if
of
he
the
was
jungle.
near. All right, so conjure animals, giant eagles.
All right, so Giral summons 2 giant eagles. And y'all gonna do the whole
And-
swing across, getting everyone else to the other side.
Yep, 2x2.
All right, 2 by 2, y'all are able to get them across. You see a gargoyle take flight from far off in the distance, but you're able to get everyone across after, and the eagles are able to land after about 45 seconds. Doesn't take all too long to get everyone across and situated. The gargoyle dissipates off into the distance. Doesn't seem to have any more interest now that you are no longer flying. Right now, y'all learn about the centralmost part of the city, a little bit on the southern side, but really in the middle of it if you're going east to west. Y'all have options to go anywhere, places within the city. There's a tremendous river that seems to be running through the ruins, going from north to south from where you're currently standing, and the river is west of your current location by about 5 blocks.
Well,
So what would you
shall
like
we
to do?
head straight north?
I say we go east.
East works for me. Let us head east then.
Alrighty then. So as y'all head east, I'm going to need a survival check by your lead adventurer.
Let's see.
Baku is going to remount his Ankylosaurus at this time.
Okay.
I can help out with survival.
Alright.
That'd be a 15.
If you're assisting, it would grant him advantage. Are you doing the main check?
Wait, who has? I have a +7, so do I assist or not me do it?
I'll grant you advantage.
Okay. In that case, that'll be 17 going for.
All right, 17. So it takes y'all about 4 hours of trekking as you go east before you see an odd shrine of sorts take shape in front of you. A pair of needle-like columns mark the entrance to a walled ruin. In the courtyard beyond, banyan roots envelop a squat building. The stone doors that seal the entrance are carved with images of snarling bears with long, sharp claws. You recognize this instantly, for those of you that have been adventuring already, as one of the shrines of the 9 trickster god. And yes, you can give Jack can give me a roll for history on which one of the 9 gods you're approaching. He has a little more insight, being a native of the island, an albino dwarf. But other than that, what would you like to do as you approach this shrine? As Jack starts talking about this being one of the trickster gods, Ubalaka, representation of a Zorbo.
Those freaking things.
For those of you that don't know, Zorbos are little teddy bears that change their entire physical makeup depending on what kind of substance they're touching. If they're touching wood, their armor class jumps as their entire body is shrouded in wood. If they touch metal, they get like a 19 AC and become little, well, lawnmowers. Think Tasmanian devil. But what would you like to do as you're approaching the shrine?
Those guys.
As usual, look for any sorts of inscriptions or writing around the temple.
All right, you see some inscriptions over the door, and from this building, you actually see about twice the size of the other shrines that you've seen so far. Seems to be quite bigger, but still has no windows or other doors throughout the entire side of it. They really helped railroad you into each one of these 9 tombs or 9 shrines. The plaque over the door is written in Old Omen. Your albino dwarf Jack can translate it as he reads, Ublaka teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light.
Tread warily and stay in the light.
And as you approach your passive perception of Giral and Virgil, you're going to notice that the hinges on the doors seem to be rusted, and the doors are actually slightly ajar. Oh, and I also need a marching order for as y'all are approaching, kind of looking on everything.
Baku will take the lead, I guess. Tread warily and stay in the light. Perhaps we should light a torch before we walk in here.
Unless someone has a light spell.
I can cast Produce Flame and hold on to that for a while.
Well, there is also that.
That would work.
All right, I'll stay in the center of the group then and use Produce Flame.
From the warning that we see, it seems as though it'd probably be best if we had some sort of light source on us.
I'll produce
All right.
flame too.
So flame produced as y'all are getting closer to it. It's morning right now, so you've got a fair bit of sun outside, but I'll need an athletic check for anyone trying to open the doors. You see the hinges are quite rusted, so it'll take a fair bit of strength to burst through them.
I got it. Anyone want to lend me? Actually,
5 athletics.
our new friend can lend me aid. Wonderful.
I shall kick the door in.
Okay.
So as Z-Rock and Baku step up to try and open the door, what's that athletics check, Baku?
Hell yeah. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23.
And with a resounding kick, you hear the screech of those rusty hinges. Any sense or semblance of stealth has been knocked out by this loud, nails on chalkboard kind of sound. As you see a chamber open up before you. It seems to be a gallery of carvings of sorts. The walls of this dark corridor are covered with painted reliefs showing omen people hunting, harvesting fruit, planting crops, crafting weapons, feasting, fighting, weaving, skinning animals, and any other number of other activities. As you look in, you can kind of see that it's dark. There are a few webs on the inside. Your reduced flame shows a little bit more of these carvings as you look around the wall. You're also going to see a few torch brackets that protrude from the walls, kind of holding the reliefs, but they just seem to be brackets. No torches held within them. What would y'all like to do as you enter this little area?
How many
I'm
empty
guessing
brackets?
that my
How many empty brackets?
Right now, as you enter the shrine, you see it dead ends in front of you and to the left. To the right, you see 4 torch brackets, but you also see the corridor extends off towards the north on that end.
Okay.
I'm guessing a large mount is probably too big to go in here.
Yes, a large amount is too big to go in here. The entrance seems to be about 10 feet by 10 feet, with the corridor being only 10 feet wide as y'all go to the right.
Okay, then yeah, I would have dismounted to go up there.
Now y'all can go and explore further if you want to go around looking through the entirety of the corridor. I'll need to know, again, marching order for who is walking in, and that way I can base passive perceptions and tell you what all you see.
Got it.
Well,
Well,
I think I've got one of the higher, so.
yes. Gerald, perhaps you would like to stick with me and we shall proceed with caution, as they say.
Let's show.
Yes, quite excellent. Baku and Gerald will start trotting down the hallway.
All right, so as Baku and Giral start trotting down the hallway, you're going to see that as you come around the corner, there's a door at the far end of it, as there are 6 more bracketed sconces sitting on the edges of these walls. The door seems to be about 50 feet in front of you down this 10-foot tall hall, or 10-foot wide and 10-foot tall hallway.
Just curious, is everyone else following suit?
I am.
Okay.
All right, Virgil, as you pass, you're actually going to notice an odd bit of doors that are ajar just barely to the left side of the entrance. You're actually going to be able to find the remains of a secret door with your passive perception. Seems that something in that stonework seems a bit ajar and it catches your eye.
Hey guys, maybe you should check this out.
What you got?
Check what out? We didn't see anything on the way down here.
Right over here. It's the wall.
Oh, yes. Excellent. How do we open it?
Brute force always works.
I'm beginning to like this guy already.
And as you look over the door, Z-Rock's words seem to hang true, as there doesn't appear to be any handholds or ways of opening this besides a push of sorts.
Well,
I implement a Sparta kick.
Okay, can I get an athletics check?
I will assist him in that. So roll
twice, take the higher of the 2. Can I find out what you got, Z-Rock, for that kick?
And you're rolling that for me by chance? I'm trying to figure out how to get this app to work.
You want me to roll it for you?
I don't know how to roll. I don't know how to play. I'm new.
Oh, it's all good. Do you have any dice?
I got an app. What do I need to type in? What am I rolling?
D20. Roll a D20 twice and take the higher of the 2.
D20 twice.
Yep.
All right, I got 5. I got 17 plus my athletics 5.
All right, so that'll take you with more than you need. D20 rolls are the ones you use for actions throughout the realms, for attack rolls, for a lot of your major abilities. All the other dice are more often used for damage and determining stuff. So the D20 is going to be your main dice. And with that, you're going to kick it open and find a very similar hallway to the one that you were standing in, 10 feet wide and 10 foot tall, extending off into the west with another passageway extending north. There are quite a few cobwebs lining all of this area, and it seems to be difficult terrain through most of the hallway.
I'm wary of spiders on the ceiling.
Yeah, you can always throw this fire in there and burn out the cobwebs.
Oh, I like that idea.
They
Let's
shall
do that.
burn.
So is anyone throwing something down there?
Yes.
Okay. You're throwing a torch or a light, I'm guessing, some sort.
I produce flame.
Sweet.
All right, so as your produced flame goes off, it scorches all of the cobwebs in your wake as you find a passageway about the same length and width as the other corridor that y'all found yourselves on, both of which have doors at the end of them.
More doors. Shall I proceed?
Let's do it.
I'm going to take your silence as consent.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
be careful with that. Be careful with that.
Walking down the hall.
All right, so as you start walking down, as all the cobwebs seem to be displaced from Jiral's produced flame, I need an athletics check for opening this door.
Xerox, you want to help me out with this one as well?
It shall be done.
Magnificent. Oh, nat 20.
And Baku's resounding kick shatters the door, sending beats of wood flying all over the place. As before you is a full moon that seems to be carved into the ceiling above, directly above a pool that sits in this room. The walls are decorated with reliefs of omen people carrying out daily chores. And as you kick in the door, your passive perception is going to pick up some more ajar stone just to the east that appears to be another secret door. And as Jack comes up and starts looking into the room, he points this out as well, saying, "Oh, the stone carving," and starts pointing out the intricacies of the carved hidden doors they've been using.
Oh.
But there's also a pool of water sitting in the middle of this room.
This shrine really does like the secret doors. I wonder what this water here is.
Do we have any idea how deep that water is?
As you look down, you do not see a bottom to this pool.
Well,
something jumping out.
What was that? Sorry.
I'm wary of something jumping out of the water.
Oh, that's fair.
Baku is going to get close to the water and kind of look into it.
All right, as you look in, you just see whirling and swirling. Well, nothing. It just seems to be water.
Is it like calm or is it?
It
like,
seems to be calm. Yes.
Okay. Well, friends, shall I take a dip? I shall return shortly.
Let's check out the other door first.
Ah, yes, very well. I do like myself some water. After all, I am a turtle.
All right. So as y'all go back around the other way, again, marching order, Giral and Baku in front, closely followed by Xerox, I'm assuming, to assist. And then Virgil, you bringing up the rear with Jack?
That sounds good to me.
Xerox silently nods in approval at this.
All right. So as y'all go around to the other corridor, you see another athletics check is needed as you go through.
Oh, I shall open this one too, I suppose.
All right. Let's hear that athletics check.
14. An unnatural 20.
And as you smash through this door, again shattering it to pieces, you see another circular pool sitting in the middle of this room. No other doorway surrounds it. But as you do this, you see that there is a glorious sun that's carved into the ceiling above this pool of stilled water. The ceiling is reflected in the pool, but it doesn't show the sun carving above. Rather, you see a moon carved into the base of this pool. And I need everyone to roll initiative as you start to hear growls coming from the back as Virgil and Jack were surprised by 4 very, not so fluffy teddy bears.
I'll take it.
All right, so give me 1 second. Or actually, could you type all of your initiatives into the chat window for Google Hangouts? It'll just make it easier for me. There we go.
Rock, roll a d20 and then add that initiative. It's right above your health, in between your armor class and speed, top of the page, first page. You'll add that to it.
Hold on. I rolled a 6 plus what now?
Plus your dex modifier.
Yeah.
Plus 0.
Okay, so a 6. But you're still going before Jack and Giral.
Giral, what'd you roll? A 1?
And Virgil, what'd you get?
I got 22.
Okay. So, right now, Virgil and Baku will be acting first in initiative, but Zorbo's got their sneak attack off, beating passive perceptions for Virgil and Jack with an 18, just narrowly skirting by Virgil's. As these 4 creatures lash down, you see sharp talons, and they actually seem to be very reflective, as they have this odd metal look to them as they seem to be approaching. Passive perception for Virgil is going to pick up a coin being clutched in one of the claws of each one of these little teddy bears, as they come up with quite destructive claws. The first 2 attacks swinging down on Virgil. 1 terribly misses as he scrapes the ground underneath, and it seems to cut off a bit of the stone. The second attack is going to be just enough to match your AC. It seems to be ripping through the turtle shell. As it makes contact. Are you in possession? Are you carrying a shield or any armor right now?
A shield.
All right, I need a dexterity saving throw as you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Right, 8 damage and a dex saving throw. That will be a 19.
A 19, you're able to move your shield out of the way and keep it from getting sight of those claws. You see, they seem to be doing a tremendous amount of damage to items such as wood or metal as they scraped along the floor. The other 2 attacks, nearly identical rolls, as one does a terrible miss on Jack, but the other making contact. Jack, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
May I yell advice to my teammates at this time upon witnessing this?
You'll have to do that on your turn since we're in initiative.
All right.
And that's 11 points of slashing damage to Jack, and that 16 dex save will get you to move out of the way as your armor, nor shield, gets penalized by these damaging claws. With that, Virgil, what would you like to do in response, since you have 2 of these furry, well, not so furry creatures right up to you?
All right, you said there were 2. There's 2 and then 2 more, or
there are
just
4
2?
total. 2 attacking you, 2 attacking Jack, and it was 11 points of damage, Jack.
All right. Is there a way from that would be within range of erupting earth to get all 4 of them?
No, you'd only be able to get about 2 of them, and that's barely keeping you out of the range, since this is a pretty cramped hallway.
All right. In that case, I'm just going to go ahead and throw my produce flame at them.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. They're within melee range of me, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in attack range, so that'd be a disadvantage range attack.
I'll instead cast Shillelagh and go for a good old-fashioned melee attack then.
All right, go ahead and hit him up. And Baku, get your turn ready.
That'll be 18 to hit.
An 18 will not hit as you get fairly close to making contact with the creature, but it seems that hard metal exterior kept you from making contact.
All right. That's all I'll do for now.
Baku, what would you like to do as you hear Virgil crying out?
What's the layout as far as location for everyone?
Right now, you are about 35 feet away from Virgil and Jack, since y'all are in the room with the pool, and they're in the hallway about between 30 and 40 feet back from y'all.
Okay.
They're about 10 feet away from that bend in the hallway.
And then there's 2 in the room that we're in also?
No, there are not 2 in the room. There are 4 at the rear of the party attacking Jack and Virgil.
Okay, gotcha.
Y'all are 35 feet away from them attacking, since y'all are since Baku's at the front.
Shit. Baku is going to run towards them using all 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm out of range, right?
Yeah,
That
you're
being
still
a-
out of range. You have 5 more feet before you'd be in melee range. Because,
Okay.
well, actually, you're standing right behind Jack and Virgil because they're the hallway is only 10 feet wide, so they're occupying those 2 squares.
Okay. I am going to use the help action on Virgil.
Okay, way to make a decision. So Virgil, you have advantage on your next attack. Anything else, Baku?
No, that's it.
All right. So this gets back up to their turn since our next highest initiative roll was a 6. The 2 attacks on Virgil. The first one is going to hit. The second one is going to keep rolling off of the book that I'm rolling it on, but not make contact, so I'll only need 1 dexterity save.
Can I do protection on that one, please?
Yes, you can. So it makes it roll a disadvantage.
Yes, sir.
Do you have to be within melee range for that?
When a creature you can see attacks another target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to
He is
impose.
not within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
No, if he's within 5 feet of me, I think it is.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of Brad, not 5 feet of Baku. You're on the backside of him. It's a little hard for you to put your shield in front of a creature that you're not in front of.
Okay.
Or at least next to. But for that damage, Virgil is only going to take 4 points of slashing damage. And what was the dex?
All right. The dex saving throw is a 13.
13. You're still able to move out of the way, not taking any penalties for the shield. For the 2 attacks on Jack, both of those are going to make contact this time, so I'll need 2 dexterity saving throws. The first of which will do 11 points of slashing damage as this creature crashes into the albino Jack. All right, and your scale mail gets hit on the second one. So after taking that 11 points of damage, you seem to dodge the first one. The second strike goes right into him. And it seems to damage his scale mail. You now have a -1 to your AC as he makes contact with those destructive claws. The second attack is going to do 6 points of slashing damage. With that, we are to Xerox, as you're standing about 20 feet away from these targets right now. You saw Baku rush up to try and help. The hallway is only 10 feet wide, and 2 of your comrades are blocking the hallway currently.
So, question, I'm not familiar with all the mechanics and rules, but you did state that these things, the material of their fur and flesh basically changes upon what they're touching. I'm assuming
yes, from the history that you've heard from the party, yeah. That's what they have told you about these creatures. You have probably never seen these before.
Is it possible to use an item from my inventory to touch it to them to alter their flesh?
You could certainly try. There's no one that has been in this party that has tried that. But you would also have to be within 5 feet of that, or just try and throw it at it and hit it.
I'm level 1 and squishy, but I might be closer to Baku. Would it be possible if I threw my water skin to him because it's made of leather? If he could, is that mechanically possible?
Actually, you'll get a point of inspiration too for that. So that's very clever thinking. Give me a range-based attack with your water skin if you want to try and throw it at the Zorbo.
All right, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm yelling, try this, because who knows, they may turn to water, they may turn to leather, is my theory. And if possible, maybe we should dive into the pool and change them to water, if that's even such a thing.
Oh, that's clever. So if you could roll me a 20-sided dice roll and add your dex modifier.
20-sided roll.
Contact with the creature.
We got a 19. Plus, my dex is +0. So yeah, 19.
A 19. You are able to make contact as the water skin smashes on the creature. It seems to hit right onto its hand that has these sharp claws on it. And for a moment, the claw seems to be turning to a much softer substance, to leather. It starts doing that. You see the creature trying to get it off its hand and fling it to the side. It's able to use a free action to dislodge it off of its claws. But you do see it start to change that creature's form.
And then I continue to yell, run to the water.
Huh.
You see that your water skin toss did about 1 point of damage as you threw it into it.
My first
so you run
point.
into the water after that?
Yeah, I yelled at everyone that that's the weakness. That's what our course of action should be, and I continue to run while simultaneously mounting both my hand axes so I can be ready to throw them for my next turn.
Okay. Jack, what would you like to do? Faced with two of these not so fluffy teddy bears. He's doing a little bit of typing. So he's going to cast Sacred Flame on one that turned partially to leather. And he's going to fail miserably. He's not having too much luck today. He's being turned to leather, metal. No, he failed it. He takes the damage. How much damage? And Giral, while he's typing that out, what would you like to do?
So the other three are effectively made of metal right now.
There are four, and what was that?
Well, there was the one that started turning to leather, and the other three are effectively made of metal.
Yes, the other three are effectively entirely made of metal. Right now, the one that got hit with leather, only about its arm has changed to leather.
I'm going to pick one of the metal ones and cast heat metal on it.
Okay.
So that is 2d8 fire damage.
Brutal.
Very clever.
Blah, blah, blah. Till the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. If a creature is holding or wearing the object, I assume that also includes made of,
Yep.
and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. Well, it can.
Okay. What's
If
the DC? Is that your spell save?
Yes.
All right. What is that DC?
14.
You
Well,
said 14
regardless,
for the save.
all right. Regardless, it does 12 damage.
All right, 12 damage. Did you hear a high-pitched squeal coming from this not-so-fluffy teddy bear? He's going to succeed on his con save, so he still does keep that metal clutched in his hand.
Okay. Then he does not get disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, then. Anything else you roll?
Bonus action cantrip to cast Shillelagh. What the heck?
Okay. Now, Virgil, 12 seconds into combat, what would you like to do? You still got two of these not-so-furry suckers attacking you.
All right, and the two that are attacking me are both still metal.
Yes.
All right. And I currently have been helped, correct?
You're what?
I someone used a help action for me.
You do not have the help action. Oh, wait.
I used help on him.
Yes, you do have the help action. Yes. That was the
So I just
protection.
the advantage on my attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and make a melee attack with advantage using Shillelagh. And that will be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit. How much damage?
That'd be 9 points of damage.
All right, 9 points. You knock off a slash into this metal creature. Eyes still filled with rage. It still looks pretty hardy.
And it
Anything
is
else?
a wooden weapon that I'm hitting him with. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're still good. All right, so after that, Baku.
All right. Baku is going to. Virgil, did you move back at all or no?
No, I can't move back, so otherwise I'd have to take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
As I could to disengage, but
Baku is going to move up. Can I move up next to him, or
And you cannot move up next to him without squeezing.
Shit.
That would give you disadvantage on your attacks and those creatures advantage on theirs.
You left it in there? No. Yes.
All right. Baku is going to sheath a sword and pull out a javelin then.
Okay. So pull out javelin. Go ahead and make your attack.
22 to hit.
22 will hit with your spear.
As 9 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Okay, now which ones do you attack? The ones in front of Virgil or Jack?
I'm attacking the one that got the leather thrown at it.
Okay. So 9 points of damage. It's starting to look a little winded.
And then
Anything else?
Baku is going to say, "Pull back, friends, pull back." And
All
then,
right. And with that, we have 2 attacks on Virgil and 2 attacks on Jack. First 2 on Virgil are not even going to come close to making contact. And the 2 on Jack, one is going to get close to making contact. The second is going to be able to make contact. So Jack will need a dexterity saving throw, as they're able to do 10 points of slashing damage on the claw that does make contact. And will determine if your metal got hit. But Z-Rock, what would you like to do as you see your companion get hit in the chest by another bit of these claws, and he takes another -1 to his AC as his armor is being shredded to pieces? Z-Rock, it's your turn.
Z-Rock.
Human barbarian.
Zach,
You're muted.
you're muted. There.
I'm gonna make my way near the pool for safety, because I'm sure they don't want to be near that. And I will throw one of my hand axes at the
Okay,
one
now
I-
being at the back at the pool, you're going to be about 35 feet away from these Zorbos.
Oh,
That'd be a
it's
disadvantage
35?
attack. Yeah.
Oh.
Now you could move up, use your movement to get 20 feet away from them, make a normal attack, and then back up to the pool.
Yeah, I'd like to go with that option then.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a regular D20 attack roll.
All right. 5.
5 is going to send that metal axe just bouncing off the walls. Doesn't even come close to hitting those little guys.
Damn.
With
It's
that,
the thought that counts.
yeah, it is. It's like, attack them, kill them. Especially because they're taking down a lot of Jack's armor. So Jack, what would you like to do? Well, actually, while he's typing that out, Giral, would you mind?
Bonus action to reproduce or to reheat the metal.
As you see the magic energy wash over one of the Zorbos as Jack casts a spell, but it seems to stave off the energy as it succeeds its command spell wisdom save.
Dang. So reheating the metal for 15 damage.
All right, 15 damage. Creature is still alive, but as it makes another con save. DC 14 is going to match.
Okay.
But you can tell this creature is looking heavily winded. You're seeing blood fall out of this metal creature down onto the ground as it's heavily wounded.
Okay, and since I am not within 5 feet away, or 5, yeah, produce flame, throw it at the same one.
Okay.
21.
That will hit. Damage?
Oh, same thing. 10.
And that will cause the Zorbo to go up in your holy flame and little spiritual fire, causing it to fall to the ground. There are only 3 Zorbos left, as we are 18 seconds in the combat.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to recast the spell to move it to a different one?
Yes, you have to recast it to move it to a different one.
Okay.
It's not like Hex where you can just move it as a bonus action on a later turn, sadly.
All right. Thank you.
Virgil, 18 seconds in, what would you like to do? Is you still have 2 Zorbos standing in front of you.
I would like to disengage and move myself back away.
Okay. Disengaging and backing up away. What else would you like to do?
That is all.
All right, Baku, what would you like to do? I'm assuming step up into that place in the hole in the line.
I'm guessing Jack is in the other spot besides where Virgil was.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Baku will draw his longsword, go up and shield bash the one right in front. It's going to be an 18 contested for shield
All
bash.
right. He is going to go prone.
Hell yeah. And it's time to hack the shit out of him. Longsword attack at advantage because he's prone.
And BT Dubs, Artists, and Dragon Bait are outside chilling with Rylu right now, saying, "Oh, it's a nice day out in Cholt, isn't it? Lovely, lovely, isn't it?" Just kind of making their way to this shrine, following y'all's tracks.
Nice. Unnatural 20 to hit for 6 points of damage on that first one.
Okay.
And then going to hit the one standing next to him for a 19 and 10 points of... Oh, both of these are magical slashing, by the way.
Okay. As you hack into both of these creatures, they cry out in pain, taking two pretty good hits.
They're both marked.
All right, then. Anything else, Baku?
That is it.
All right, so we have 2 attacks on Baku. 22 AC, right?
Yes.
All right, both those are going to miss miserably. We have 1 attack on Jack that is going to make contact only because of his new 13 AC.
Protection. Worth a try.
Still going to hit, even better on the second one. I need another dex save, Jack. As you take 10 points of slashing damage from these destructive claws. And with that, that's all of their turns. So Z-Rock, it is yours. You see this creature.
I think I have another clever idea here, if it's possible. That pool of water, is it like a well in which the water level is up
Yes,
above?
it is a well. It stands about 2 feet tall and 10 damage, Jack.
So would it be possible to smash or fracture a part of that crumbly old stone ruined wall, the edge of the well itself, to cause the water to pour out?
You could certainly try. You could try and break the wall, but innately you aren't able to tell the strength of it.
All right. That's going to be my attempt then. I want to try to smash the wall to pour it out.
So as you try and smash into the walls, you make some repeated contacts onto it. You're going to see that it seems to have some odd magical energy warding it, as it seems like this pool is being held together by magic, warding off normal attacks. It has some possible other magical effects that might be with it. And now that takes us to Jack. As you hear banging on a well back at the end of the hallway, breathing quite heavily. Oh yeah, we're still in combat. There's 3 Zorbos alive. And since Jack is looking pretty winded, what would you like to do? And you just see magical cure wounds energy coming up from the little albino dwarf standing on the front lines next to the hardy turtle. And G-Raw, what would you like to do standing behind these 2?
The heat metal was pretty effective, so I'm gonna try that on another one of the unwounded ones.
Okay. Well, they've all been wounded. They all look to be about the same.
Oh, then the most metallic looking one.
Okay.
That does. There is 11 damage.
All right, 11 damage. You hear it squeal in pain, and still clutch a hold of that coin. As I've rolled like 17s and 18s for these con saves.
And yeah, that's all I can do from where I am.
Okay, you see this creature again, heavily damaged, very similar to the last one, at the point that last one was at before it went down. That takes us back up to Virgil. 24 seconds in, as you're now standing on the secondary line.
Now that there's no one else within melee range of me, correct?
Correct.
I would like to do Produce Flame.
Okay.
That'll be a 17 to hit.
17 will not make contact, as these little guys are quite squirrely. And
all right, that's all I like to do.
Alrighty then, takes us down to Baku, standing in the front lines.
Hell
3 of these
yeah.
creatures left.
First off, I'm going to start by unwavering mark attack on the one that attacked Jack.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. Oh my God, a nat 20 and a nat 1. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage on that first attack.
And you hack through the one standing in front of Jack, cutting it completely in 2 pieces.
All right. And then another attack on the other one right next to it. Damn, that's going to miss. Shield bash. 22 contested.
You knock him prone.
And another, my last sword attack. There's 17 on the die. I'm sure probably will hit for 9. And that is it.
All right. Both these creatures looking heavily wounded.
Although I just go in there.
Have to make attacks on Baku now. One of them missing terribly. The other just barely hitting. It's 22, right? God,
Yes, that is
closest
correct.
I can get with hitting, because I have to roll a 19 to hit with these suckers. So I've basically got a crit to hit Baku with these guys. Can I get a dex save? Because you take 7 points of piercing, or I think it's slashing. 7 points slashing.
21.
You're good. You yank your shield out of the way to keep him from making contact with you. But that takes us back to Z-Rock. You've been waylaying away on this magical well and fountain, finding out it's quite resilient for a lot of the stonework you've seen.
Yeah, if they were closer, I'd probably try and charge and shove one into it, but that doesn't appear to be an option. So my safest bet is to pull out one of my javelins and try to give some cover fire.
Okay, attack roll, please.
All right, that'd be 1d6. All right, okay. 6. And
6.
I have no deck.
You can also use your strength for javelins. For any thrown like axes or javelins, you can interchange strength or dex. But even with the 6 roll, there's not going to be enough to make contact.
I would have to run forward, I think, because you said they were 35 feet away.
Yeah, you'd only have to move up 5 feet because javelin's range is 30 feet.
All right, then that's what I do.
Okay, then
6
G-roll.
plus strength 3, that's 9.
Yeah, that 9 is still not going to make contact. They're quite hardy and hard to hit when they're in this metal form.
Mm. Can't get better with that.
Jack. All right. Jack is going to cast Bless on Baku, G-roll, and Virgil. Whenever they make their attacks or saving throw, they can roll a d4 and add it. You'll have that for the next minute. G-roll, what would you like to do with this blessed feeling washing over you?
Thanks, Ben.
So the one that I've heated up is still alive?
Mm-hmm. Barely.
All right, let's keep the heat on. 15 fire damage.
And he is going to wither away, dropping the coin to the ground as he falls dead. Only one Zorbo left.
I will throw fire at it.
Okay.
With a 21 plus to hit. And 12 damage from Produce Flame.
And that will actually match his max health as that creature falls to the ground dead too. And as soon as that creature's body falls down to the ground, you're going to get this odd faint, this whiff of flowers almost. It smells quite fragrant and nice, almost as if you're in a flower shop. It smells amazing as artists, Dragonbait, and Rylu poke their heads into the hallway and say, "Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?" As we are now out of initiative.
Hello, everyone.
Let's give back 2d4 plus 2.
Hungry?
Did you drop?
Are they still made of metal now that they're dead?
No, now that they have fallen dead, these creatures revert back to their normal fluffy form. This is what they look like. Or actually, my camera's not up, but yeah. Now they turn into fluffy bears. Small monstrosities.
Oh.
All right, so what would y'all like to do? Riley was just joined back in. Y'all have 2 hallways, all kinds of information, 4 dead Zorbos, but no cubes so far. Yes, they were all carrying gold coins. Y'all have 4 gold.
Investigate the bodies.
Woohoo!
Someone.
You find nothing on the bodies besides the 4 gold coins that they had snatched up. You actually do find one small trinket to, seems to be a token dedicated to the Zorbo god Ublaka.
Okay. Baku is going to start walking back towards the well with the sun in it.
All right, the well with the sun in it is the western one, so you'd have to go all the way around to the other side. This current side is the one that has the moon in the bottom of it.
Okay, so we're in it right now. So, the moon's in the bottom of it?
Yeah, the moon is in the bottom of this well. The sun is in the ceiling in the room that y'all are currently in.
So there's a sun on this ceiling and a moon in the well.
Hmm.
And there's a moon in the ceiling of the other room.
Correct.
It seems as though it's some sort of puzzle. Any ideas?
I don't know, but I could use a bath.
I do like myself some water.
Yeah, you can give me a religion check, Jack.
Well, which
Yes, this is a well.
well would we like to take a little dip in, Gerald?
I don't know that playing in water is the safest thing. Not after the frog god that we had to battle last.
Well, we were aware of what would have happened if we disturbed the water, but I need not speaketh anymore. I think we should.
And with the 12 religion, Jack is going to see that this is just more ornate descriptions of Chilton everyday life drawn in murals around these rooms. Other than that, no useful information.
So this well just looks like it goes down. It doesn't look like it's like a tunnel.
Nope, just goes down. Does not look like a tunnel.
Screw it.
Well, I'll climb in and check out the bottom.
I was going to say,
All right.
Baku's going to jump in and check out the bottom as well.
So as Baku and Giral jump in, they splash, making big waves, and they disappear.
Fish splash, I was taking a bath.
So what would y'all like to do is you see 2 of your comrades completely vanish in front of your eyes.
Is it possible to retrieve a bunch of the things I threw?
Oh yeah, you can start picking those up in the hallway.
Is my water skin fine?
Your water skin has actually been completely punctured by the Zorbo's claws. Still has the leather, but it would require a mending spell or some patchwork to fix.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to pick up my javelin hand axe. Probably puts me near the rear end of the room.
Mm-hmm. So what is everyone else doing as 2 comrades have vanished? As they're kind of scrolling through a little Doctor Who moment, like portal.
I kneel next to the water and I just kind of pat it and splash.
All right, so you start splashing around. As you do so, your hand disappears every time you do this. Now, zone back into where Baku and Giral are, as you find yourselves in a room that has a glorious moon carved into the ceiling above you. You have a door to the south that opens up as you look around, and you actually see another closed door in this room. As you recognize it as the room from the other side of the hall. And then you start to see a paw, or a hand, from a tiefling that continually goes through the water, trying to splash it. It seems that you have found some odd teleporter between both sides of this shrine.
I'm grabbing the hand.
And as you grab the hand, you are able to grab a hold of it. And Giral, you feel a grasp come from your hand in the watery depths below that has just taken 2 of your friends.
I will flail because I do not know who it is, and I will beat and
Baku
flail.
will assist in pulling the hand.
All right, everyone give me athletics checks.
Damn it! I hate you all. Athletics. I am terrible at this.
20.
So what's beautiful is I rolled a 2, but I have a -1 modifier. So I rolled a 1.
Y'all are going to see a lizard folk hand and a turtle hand come out and grasp hold of your tiefling and pull him into the watery depths, disappearing as he goes in.
With my before I go in, I scream out to those around me. Ah!
Oh, Rylu, hey!
After we pull him through, I'm gonna give him a big hug.
Baku's gonna.
For those of you on the other pool, you start to smell a very, very terrible rotting odor as Dragonbait appears to be quite frightened by all of this, not knowing what's going on. Artist is going to go invisible.
I'm still not quite sure how to take it, but I'll not do anything yet.
Baku's going
I'm
to
gonna look at the other two and say, "This is awesome," and dive back in.
Baku's going to
It
start
is.
making his way towards the well with the sun on the ceiling.
Okay. So y'all are able to dodge back between. And sorry, what was that, Baku?
Gonna start heading back to the room with the sun on the ceiling and the pool or the well.
Okay. You're able to make your way around, going through all the secret doors. Right now, y'all only have one door that hasn't been opened. That's from in the moon room.
And Baku is. Did anybody follow me by chance?
I did.
Okay.
I'm not going through the water again.
Around.
Baku's gonna say, "Well, the other one felt nice. It was water, so round two." And he's gonna jump in.
I'm doing it too.
All right, so you
I
just see
stick my
Baku and
head in.
Jirall continually jumping through the water pools, going around, magically being transported. Can I get con saves from Baku, Jirall, and Rylu?
Yes. 18 on the die plus 6. I'm sure that's
Okay.
plenty.
18.
Okay.
19 total.
Okay. So what would y'all like to do now? As you have two of your comrades splashing around, taking baths in some teleportation pools. Y'all have one unopened door in the moon room, and a very confused Artist and Dragonbait.
So where did the well in the sun room? Where did that send us?
To the moon room.
To the moon room, and the moon room sends us to the main room.
No, to the sun room.
Yes.
Okay.
We jump in the sun pool, we come up in the moon pool, and vice versa.
Huh. Interesting. Well, all right.
Is there anything around us that we could take with us through one or the other?
No, there doesn't appear to
There
be
is a
anything
door
lying
we
around
can
the floor besides those 4 little coins.
Well, shall we try this other door that has yet to be opened?
I'm all for it.
I will follow you, but not if you grab my paw again.
It was a loving grab, Rylu. A loving grab.
Come
Gonna make a
myself
really terrible
terrified.
noise.
My barbarian
I
just
think-
sits with his arms crossed with his back against the wall and decides to help out and kick open another door.
All right, so let's get that attack roll.
To open the door?
Or yeah, athletics.
Okay.
Sorry, you've been busting open the other doors so much. It's basically been attack rolls.
I rolled a 2.
I'll do it. That'll work. 21.
Shh, quit trying to ruin the surprise, Jack, as Baku kicks open the door and sends it into a room filled with 8 torches that are already lit that illuminate this room and illuminate the moon room you're standing in. The light washes over the floor, and you see a mosaic showing 2 creatures locked into combat, a small bear with sharp claws and a rabbit with spiral horns on its forehead. In the middle of the room, a robed figure stands next to a waist-high pedestal, atop which stands a stone cube. The figure is bald and has one hand on this cube. It takes you a moment to realize that this figure is actually a statue.
You know, Fireball worked in the snake one. Should I cast Fireball again?
Well,
What did you say was on the walls?
8 torches.
On the walls are depictions of a Zorbo and an Al-Miraj fighting one another, a horned rabbit.
Oh, adorable. Is there any light source in this room?
Yes, there are several torches lining the wall around this room, all bathing it in light.
Tread warily and stay in the light.
How many torches?
As you look around, you see that there are 8 torches.
Hmm.
And there were empty brackets in the other hall.
Can I roll to see if there's any other spots in which they might go in this room?
As you look around, your passive perception doesn't pick up any other sconces or brackets that torches could be placed into. Just the stone pedestal standing in the center and the statue of the wizard standing next to the statue, or standing next to the pedestal.
I grabbed 2 torches.
All right, grab 2 torches. No odd magical energy goes off around you. No warding spells. No crazy magic.
I'm all up like this, like, follow me. Going back out to the main area.
Just a forewarning. That's probably not the best idea to just go grabbing random stuff. We've been put in a lot of trouble from previously doing that.
No.
Did you just see the barbarian bravely carrying the 2 torches? Like, what? No, this is nothing. There ain't nothing wrong bad about Omu, right? You're just kind of walking down the wall with both of these torches in hand.
Baku will follow.
All right, so who all is
If you
holding
all
torches?
jumped off of a bridge, I suppose that I would have to follow too. And I will also grab a torch and follow.
Zrock.
All right, so there are 8 torches. I'll need at least 4 of y'all holding 2.
Baku
I
can
will
grab
keep
one.
one hand open.
Yeah, I guess I'll carry 2.
All right, then I'll need con saves from everyone except for Jack.
Okay.
Damn
Okay,
it.
I'll take one. Yeah.
20.
Okay.
11. 3. Yep.
That'd be a
Alright,
19
noted.
for me.
12.
Okay.
9.
All right, noted. Jack, you're not rolling for anything. You're not holding the torch. All right, so as y'all hold the torches and go around to the other room, what would y'all like to do?
I will ready Eldritch Blast in one hand, and I will go with the other hand, and I will fire at the first sign of trouble.
Alrighty then. Ready to attack as you're holding torches. What would you like to do? You'll make it into the hallway with all the brackets.
Baku's gonna put his in the first one he sees so he can draw his long sword.
All right, as you put it into the first one you see, it lights up the hallway a little bit more, seeing how ornately the mosaic depictions of Chilton life are on these walls. It seems to be a quite ornately decorated shrine, but no odd magic energy goes off.
I will walk and put mine in the very last one.
All right, same thing happens.
I reckon we place my 2 in and pull out my sword.
As everyone starts placing their torches, you're able to illuminate the entirety of this hallway and see, again, an ornate mosaic description of Chilton life all around this wall. As you place the last torch in, everyone's kind of tense, feeling like there's some sort of trap that's going to go off. Nothing happens.
So there's still 2 torches in the room with the statue and the cube, right?
No, Brad was able to get. Y'all were able to get them with everyone getting at least 1, and a couple of y'all getting 2.
So that room's probably pitch black right now?
Yeah, that room is pitch black right now.
I do not see it wise to go back into that room when it is dark like that after that riddle we found.
Produce flame.
Oh, perfect.
I have fireball as well, and I cast a small fireball that goes all the way down the length of the hall.
So you cast Fireball?
Yeah, the cantrip, not the first level spell.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No.
Firebolt. Completely different.
Yeah,
We're
firebolt.
fucking,
There
we're
we
fucking
go.
like,
I was like, oh, we need light. Casually
hit
casting
everyone
a
with.
20-foot radius sphere of fire. All right, so
Please
as you
don't
go back
cast
in, it
Fireball.
illuminates the room. It seems to be a
Well, no,
little
no.
bit eerier.
The
What would
beauty
y'all like to do?
behind mine is that if I cast any fire spell, then I am in like I am pretty much a light stick. I produce flames.
It's basically a giant candle.
Mhm.
Okay.
And as y'all walk in, you're actually going to see a very scary looking face on this statue. It appears to be a weeping angel almost, as this petrified wizard standing in front of the pedestal cube is the only thing left in the room. You see one of his hands covering his eyes, the other reaching out for the cube.
That does not look very promising.
I have an idea. Baku is going to sheath his long sword, take out his rope, make it like a little circle. He's going to put it on the cube and tighten it without moving the cube. And then he's going to walk in the other room with the other end of the rope.
Okay, so y'all see Baku sort of crafting the rope, getting ready, dropping it, putting it over, and getting out of the room. Is anyone else going to stay in the room?
I'm going to do something very stupid, and I will like scribble on the statue's forehead and then leave.
Alrighty then. Give me 1 second while I pull up what you see when you scribble on the statue's forehead.
Oh, dear God.
Baku, you have guidance.
Love that guidance.
Yes, dog, hello. Your puppers. Oh, no, you're a dog.
And this is what you basically see Rylu scribbling on.
Dear God. That is horrendous.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrifying.
Oh, it hasn't presented to everyone yet. 1 second. No, damn it. Presented to everyone, then it stopped.
But does it displace him in time?
So once everyone is out of the room, God, that's fucking horrendous.
Yeah, is there anyone that's staying in the room?
No.
I'll stay in the
Making sure no one's staying in the room. Baku is going to yeet on this rope.
All right, give me a yank.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Gonna need that. Thanks for the guidance. Got 4 on it. 9, 15 for athletics.
15, and you yank that cube across the room. It's going to smash all the mosaics. It cracks 4 different pieces of the statue, the walls. It seems to defile much of the statues. You send this 20.01 pound stone cube ricocheting around the mosaic tile, but no trap goes off.
Interesting. So is the cube at me now, or is it just like in the room still?
It's in the room. It's about 10 feet in front of you.
Gonna keep pulling on the rope.
I will angle myself so that if anything moves, I'll fire a firebolt at it.
Okay.
There's a team that.
So can I get another athletics?
Say there, Jack. You were able to quite help me out last time. May I have it again? All right.
I'll help you out.
Hell yeah. Unnatural 20, 26.
All right, and with that, you yank the cube up and catch it right into your hand. As you don't sense any issue with it, feel any mal effects, as you have successfully gotten the puzzle cube to Ublaka.
Oh. This was far too easy, I feel.
No,
Let's screw it. Let's go. Baku is going to pocket this and then pull out his longsword again. He's got all his regular stuff on now. Shall we be on our way then, friends?
I think that somebody should stay behind you in case you need to be pulled back. We found a nice little trap door last time we walked through doorways.
Sounds like a great idea. I shall lead then. Yes?
Aye, we'll have our barbarian there with all of his might and strength to catch you.
Oh, yes, quite wonderful.
And as you make your way out, kind of doing a Mission Impossible style, oh God, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. The floor might fall out from beneath me. Needle traps might fall out from around us. Is that a pressure plate? Oh God! All the paranoia, clutching your 5 health potions each that Baku has given you, making sure to hold them dear and close if anything should happen. Railu ready to throw fireballs. Oh, he's not really quite sure. Oh, and as you make it outside, nothing nefarious happens. You're able to make it out without any trouble at all. You get back Hilton, sun beating away like you're in Houston.
Excellent.
Grok the whole time.
Much easier than I thought.
I should note that paranoia is only an over-heightened sense of awareness.
And I need Constitution saving throws by everyone with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Bugs?
Bug repellent.
Ah, knew it.
Because we took a bath.
That'll be 17 for me.
It's a 12 for Baku. 2 fucking 6s.
Okay, Baku fails.
Damn it.
Railu's good.
19.
Giral's good. Brinius is good.
I rolled 11. It's +3 Constitution, and I don't know what else I need to do.
That's
You're
4.
good because you were able to stave that off. And 1 second while I get this rolled out for Baku.
Here comes
Baku,
the
would you mind rolling me a percentile dice?
Here we go. 18.
Oh, all right, 18 out of 100, right?
Yes.
Dungeon Master's Guide, pulling up some madness. As you start to see Baku become afflicted with some very odd feelings.
Gonna go mad. Hi, ho, a Cheerio. I'm gonna go mad.
Well, while I'm looking this up, what would you like to do? Is you're standing on the pretty much far eastern side of the city. You see a tall wall, like a cliffside that y'all are on the bottom end of, about 4 blocks away from you. This seems to be about the most eastern side of the city.
I don't know about you guys, but I could use a long rest.
I think a long rest would be very helpful.
And as you start talking to Giral, Baku, everyone else is going to see a massive mosquito that attaches itself to the backside of Baku's head, who just seems to be drinking him like a Capri Sun. Starting to have conversation, you start to see Baku's eyes just go crazy and wild. He starts to sweat profusely, looking around the room. He starts looking around, like, is it hot in here? Is it hot in here? I need to get out of this shell. I need to get out of this shell, guys. As he starts to experience vivid hallucinations, he is tripping major balls, and for the next 100 hours, Baku will have disadvantage on all ability checks. This is a madness.
Dear God.
Oh my God. Lesser restoration.
Whoa! Thank God.
And as you see this, Giral just kind of goes around and he smacks Baku upside the head, sending the mosquito flying, causing the lesser restoration to heal away his madness.
Oh, thank you, Giral. I was starting to say things. You had turned into a purple dinosaur.
I had one spell left.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I hate bugs.
Bugs are the worst.
Well, let us rest here then.
Can we find some place that's not exactly out in the open?
Yeah, there are plenty of those places. You're in an abandoned ruined city like, think I Am Legend, but ancient Omui.
Can we find a safe place that's not out in the open?
Yeah, you're in Omu.
Yeah. Like you said, Omu. There's Omu and safe don't go in the same sentence.
All right, so long rest or short rest, gentlemen?
Long.
What time of day is it?
It's morning. It's probably about 9 o'clock.
Did we long rest before?
Nope.
No, we did not.
Damn. So we went through the night?
We went through
it's the same
everything so far.
Yeah, we need to long rest. Otherwise, we're going to start running into the issue of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. All right, so y'all make it through a long rest without any issues, without any troubles. Full 8 hours. You've made it now to the early afternoon.
All right.
Woo!
Well, late afternoon. Take that back.
Well, where should we head next? Can we go any further east, or are we like on the?
It's about 4 blocks east is about the farthest that you can go. Other than that, you have a massive walled complex to the north. It seems to be a circular wall spanning about 1,000 feet or 1,000-foot diameter. To the northeast, I'm sorry, to the northwest, you have a raging river that flows down into the lava pit, and then to the northwest is the rest of the city.
Shall we go north or northwest?
Let us flip a coin. Odds or evens.
I call evens.
And that'll be for north. Evens for north. 4 for north.
Looks as though we head north, friends.
All right, north
Spock
it is. Give me.
Remounts his ankylosaurus.
Applying
You'll
Yes,
start
repellent.
wandering farther north.
Good old Shelley.
Applying repellent.
Yes, applying more repellent.
I'll need a survival check.
Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
I'll do it.
I'll give you an advantage to help.
Over here.
20.
All right, so it takes you about 2 hours to get farther north before you make it to the circular walled entrance to this complex. As you look inside, it seems to be much more well maintained than the other sides of Omu. It seems as if there might be more inhabitants living within. But with the passive perceptions from several of your adventurers, i.e. Virgil, Baku, and Giral, you're able to notice some odd paths, some odd tracks. It seems like some snakes have been making their way through this thorny bush. After you kind of lift aside, you see that these tracks have been attempted to be hidden, and lifting aside the palm fronds, you find a narrow, rough-hewn passage that descends down into the earth with several more tracks that you see extending down into the passage. It seems as if you found a secret entrance into some odd location in the city of Omu.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Seems as though I keep running into situations where I can't bring old Shelley here with us. Makes me quite sad, to be honest. As he pats his ankylosaurus.
Should we follow that, or should we continue on for a different route?
Well, if we follow it, we may get the drop on someone who may not so friendly to us.
15 nature on these tracks. Do they look-
T.
Oh. So these were snake people, not snakes.
Correct.
Even on my island, we've heard of them.
What do you detect, Giral? Anything important?
They're Yonti.
You see Jack
Not
poking
like-
around with the rocks, not really finding stuff.
I'm quite unfamiliar with the term you just said.
Yonti. They are a race of snake-blooded people. They
I
come in
hate snakes.
They come in many different forms too. Some of them are like almost full snake. Some of them almost look like weird soft skins like you.
Fresh meat.
Well, maybe not you. Maybe like the barbarian here.
Well, I
Do
say
we have to eat one?
head down the secret path.
The weird ones have snakes for arms.
I don't like these beings at all.
Not right now, Jack. Not with that pass check. You just see it's a sturdy passageway descending deeper down into the earth. Oh, he just knocked away.
Well, I say we head
Should
down
we-
there.
I think maybe look for the rest of the shrines first.
I will follow so long as I have someone between me and them.
As long as I am here, you can depend on my shield, Rylu.
Says the one that dragged me into a teleporting puddle.
I saw the hand. I merely grabbed it. Well,
Wait a minute. Artis. What does Artis know about Yuan-Ti on Chult?
Artist knows that there are plenty of Yuan-Ti that vie for power within Chult, all worshipping Dendar the Night Serpent. They wish his great release upon the island and the world, and they will do anything they can to raise his power within the world. You know, a lot of them praise the fall of Ubteo and that of the nine trickster gods. Since Dendar is the one that they worship and hold dear, they have a lot of power within Chult, since they have that natural snake-like ability. This rainforest and jungle terrain is quite favorable to them.
So they probably wouldn't be very helpful to us.
No, more harm than hurt, in my opinion. But you know, it's all based on how you like your HP.
well,
I think reiterate. I cannot talk tonight.
Whoa.
I said,
Anemone.
I think we should be researching
An enemy.
shrines.
say that
So you
again.
just hear G-Rawl saying shrines, shrines, guys, shrines.
I switched to Draconic.
The advantage of taking the secret path is, like I said, we may get the drop on them and interrupt something. Vice, if we keep going, they may detect our presence and may set up an ambush for us somewhere.
If
That's
you
completely up to
have
y'all.
your shield, I will follow behind and I will cast anything that might save your shell.
Well, Gerald, what do you think?
I told you what I think.
Very
Well, we still
well.
have Virgil and the Barbarian.
Yep.
What do the rest of you want to do?
Did I miss something?
Right now, they're trying to decide whether or not to go down into this secret hidden tunnel or go around and look for more shrines.
Tempted I pick up a rock and suggest throwing it in there to see if we can startle or hear any kind of noise.
I will say no to that immediately and block you.
I disappointingly just
If we wish to have the element of surprise,
Yes,
we
not so
need to
easily,
send
my
our
friend.
sneaky.
We're trying to be a little bit sneaky here. That's why we're taking the secret path, Vice continuing on the main path.
We should have some form of stealth of part of this, other than, throwing rocks.
Mm-hmm. And by my count right now, we have 3 people voting for going down into the passageway and 1 for going towards, they're staying on the surface and going towards the shrine. So Virgil and Xerox, y'all are our deciding votes, unless there's any more switching of sides.
I'm actually going to agree with Baku on this one.
All right, so that makes 4 for going underneath.
ready.
As you just see the Barbarian ready to go. And with that, we've just gotten a little bit past 9 o'clock, and we will pick up next time as y'all descend down into the darkness, gentlemen.
Alrighty. Nice knowing you guys.
That was fun. That was a blast. One of the quickest puzzle cube traces I've seen in a while. Very clever.
Was.
Y'all are going to end up with 200 XP apiece from that one.
All right. Sorry, Zach, we couldn't get you to level 3. Next time.
See you guys.
Later.
Later, sir.
Albert, thanks again for DMing. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Absolute pleasure as always, sir.
I am apologizing for my late entry. I had other things that were going on my control.
Life happens, man.
How much did we get last time?
600.
600.
800 total.
Well, was the 200 to inclusive of the everything killed or just for the puzzle?
For everything killed. So, Riley was going to get 100.
Okay, I was going to say, all right. That minus there. Okay, cool. I did not want to take any additional experience for all that.
Yeah, I feel yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to
guys.
take when I hit later, Albert. Trying to figure out what I want to take when I hit level 6.
Well, I won't be reaching level 6 for a while. I'm still at like 8,000 experience right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I'm trying to add up I have to go through all the videos at the very ends and see what I can figure out for the ending experience because I feel that I'm falling behind on my counts.
How many sessions do you have logged?
Are you serious?
All but
She's trading this?
one.
She just got them.
Okay, so you have about 10-ish sessions logged?
Yeah.
But like, come on. Bro, I would buy those.
Because I've been trying to keep up with everything, but some days I haven't been able to write down the experience. And right now I'm rolling at like 8,000 experience. I think I have more though.
Yeah.
Because that seems really low for this many sessions.
Yeah, it does. Zach, what do you think of your first session?
You know what? Oh, him? Yeah.
I forgot to spar a kick in several doors and do something creative by throwing a what you call it, a water skin at something. So I feel accomplished for my first time.
You should have asked Jason. Jason has the mending spell. He could have repaired it.
Beginning of next session, ask Jason. Oh, by the way, you lost those 5 healing potions. At the end of every session, you can't give out healing potions, but people let you borrow them. So at the end of the session, you no longer have those 5 healing potions. The only reason I have that, I have damn near 100 health potions. And the only reason I have those is because I ran something that I got a stupid amount of gold from. So
I know there was one thing I ran one time where there were creatures that had hair of some sort that the hair would turn into whatever cuts it, and so someone cut it with a platinum coin and got a crap ton of gold out of it.
Cut it with a what?
A platinum coin, like they sharpened a platinum coin, and so it's like who knows how many feet worth of hair these creatures like nonstop grow turned into platinum.
Unfortunately, I have to head out. I will probably be watching this video later on, and somebody will have to turn off the live of it all.
Oh, shit, it's still live, huh?
Yep.
Later, guys.
Later.
Later. Apologies again.
No worries.